So as a result of the holiday, we actually postponed our call of yesterday to today. So before we get into the topic of today, we I made a live earlier and I asked the question: is the Bitcoin a bull run over? And I mentioned that on the call we will cover how to actually position yourself when the market is actually going to go down. Basically, what we do is how to short the market. So when I got into cryptocurrencies, I only wanted the value to go up because I was a miner, and I um, directly how many coins I mine, as in if and how much money I make. The value of the specific coin had an effect of how much money I actually made. So knowing what we know now, we do not care whether Bitcoin goes to 1 million or whether it goes to $10,000 because we position ourselves both ways. If it goes up, we make money, and when it goes down, it makes money. So I'm going to go through that step by step on how we actually do that, how we position ourselves. So besides that, if you want me to touch on what we touched on last week in terms of how to actually um, participate in this DeFi projects, and then I can do that as well. But I want it to come from the floor because, like I always say, I don't want to come on here and talk a whole lot of things and it's not relevant to you. So, what's happening in the market now? Bitcoin lost about 13% over the weekend up until now. And some of us obviously took profits while it came down. However, I just had a low, I would call it a silly buy because I didn't think that Bitcoin would actually break the 57,000. So, and then it actually broke it. So when it came down, my buy order filled and I could profit going up. Okay, so Bongi says that she's clueless when it comes to DeFi. Okay, fantastic. So we are not a big crowd here. So let me get the feeling of the crowd. Guys, take 1 minute or 1 to 2 minutes. Just say who you are, where you are calling in from, and where you are in your trading career. So I can actually get the feeling of this call so we can make it more personal so you can actually really benefit from this. I know, Gordon, I don't know whether you got my WhatsApp, but I responded on that one. So maybe, if that is something that you'd like to share, and then we will cover it here, like I said.
Thank you, Lucian. For those who don't know me, my name is Gordon. I'm an ex-Durban boy now living in Bangkok, Thailand. So, I started my journey, I would guess, well, with Lucian, I guess, about 6 months ago already. But only just recently started trading, I guess, beginning of February, I started trading, but still a hell of a lot to learn, especially what we're about to share this evening. I think it's so important that we learn the skill of also making money in a bear market, not just in a bull market. I've done pretty well in the bull market, but bear market, I'm kind of scared of. So I'm really looking forward to tonight's session. Thank you, Lucian.
Fantastic. No, we don't want to give our profits back in the bear market, eh?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Fantastic. Okay. Jacqueline, I see that you are also unmuted. Go for it.
I'm calling from Port Elizabeth. I joined Bitcoin, I think it was in December last year, and then Bitcoin Pro. I haven't traded yet because, as you can see, I'm sitting here with my dominant hand in a sling, which is going to be for at least another 3-4 weeks, and then I've still got physio to do. My husband's confiscated the mouse from me because I'm a bit of a danger when I get it in my hand. And I can't trade using voice notes yet.
Yes.
So when they take the voice notes, then I'll start trading.
Fantastic. Okay. Kalisa, I know where you are, but in terms of your trading career, but let's just share with the class.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tolisa. I'm from Fort Beaufort. That's where I'm currently at right now. I was introduced to Bitcoin in 2018, but mostly I've been involved in the network marketing side and just the mining side of it. 2 weeks back, I think that's when I started taking a course with Lucian for trading. Yeah, Lucian about that. But I should get things off this week.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. So, Bongi, and then Kala.
Hi. Okay, good evening, everyone. So I'm Bongi Pengu from KZN South Coast. I'm not really new to cryptocurrencies as such. I also started on the mining side back in, was it 2017? But also a combination of mining and more a network marketer. When it comes to trading cryptocurrency, I'm fairly new. I'm also a bit nervous to actually, get into the markets at the moment because I've just only started my CoinBit Pro course about a week ago. So yeah, I'm looking forward to learning.
Fantastic, fantastic. Kala, go for it.
Hi, I'm from PE and I've done my beginner course in January. So I'm also quite new. I've tried trading on my own. I'm just doing the normal trading. I haven't done leverage trading yet. I'm also a bit nervous about that. Yeah, and it will be interesting to see how to trade when the market goes down because I'm just trying to do it the other way, buy, sell, buy, sell. So
Yes.
interesting call. I'm with you. Tell us
Fantastic.
more.
Fantastic. Thanks for being here, Kala, and for being brave to come out. Marvin.
Good evening, guys. Well, for me, I started back 2 months ago.
Is Marvin, are you here?
Just,
I see Marvin
Yes, I'm
unmuted
here. Can you
himself,
hear me?
so maybe just check your mic.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Let me rather introduce myself first. I'm Marvin Janssen, currently staying in PE, and I
Okay.
started.
If you fix your mic later, Marvin, then you can come out. Okay. So once again, guys, welcome. And thanks for actually sharing. So I'm going to actually share my screen with you. And then the first thing that I will actually do is go to TradingView. Because we have quite a mixed crowd here, I will try do my best to accommodate everyone. The other day, Bitcoin was reaching $60,000, and one of the one project that I kept you basically up to speed with, which is Cardano, it also reached its all-time high. And then I actually asked one of the traders. I asked them, guys, are we going to short the market? So meaning, let's say it is here, are we going to position ourselves to make money going down? And then the person said, I don't take so much risk anymore. And what the person didn't understand is it's not necessarily to actually leverage. So that is actually something that I want to make clear here. So you guys must forgive me. Sometimes I would talk about things and then I expect it actually to be that you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, I was this person. When I don't know what the person is talking about, I just say yes and I pretend like I know. And I don't want you to be that person because then I bring the person under the impression that I understand. But who am I hurting? I'm hurting myself because I could have just asked. No, I don't know. Maybe explain to me, and then we would obviously know. And this person was brave enough to say that, you know what? No, I'm not leveraging, and I explained myself. So the person actually understood that you don't have to go into leverage as per se when you are shorting the market. So for those of you who have the Coinbase Pro package, you would obviously already see this actually playing out here. So which means you would have had this here. Guys, if you did not check your Coinbase Pro back office lately, there's some new information, new videos, especially the first 3. And then you need to actually get into it because it's going to increase your trading. I can almost say 100-fold. So do that. Let me just set this up here quickly. Let me just coordinates. Let me just increase it. So I'm going to show what do we do when we are going to buy and going to sell. So let me quickly first. So for those of you who have the Pro, you know exactly what I'm doing here now. For those of you who do not have it, you would want to get it. You will find entries and exits very, very easy. So let me just quickly do this. Extend it. Okay. So like Gordon has actually mentioned that, you know what, all of us, we made significant amounts of money in the bull market. The bull market means whilst the price is going up, right? So let me get out my someone is tuned in there with 2 devices. Participant. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so when the market goes up, that we call a bull market. But when the market goes down, we call it a bear market. PE, let me say PE, PU. So here we can actually see, if I take the measurement, I can see that from here to there, where there's basically a supply zone, it's like 8% spread. So one can trade, and who only knows how to trade in a bull market, you'll buy here. In fact, once it has once it has gone up and you have seen got the confirmation, you put in your buy orders here. So I'm not going to speak strategy so much here tonight because that information is there in your back office. Go to your Pro, especially, and then go. You will find entries very, very easily if you are still uncertain on when to actually enter. So you would obviously hide it from here up. So there, let's say it comes back and then it takes you out on a -2. So from here to here, maybe. So which means you got out there. But now that you actually see that the market is actually turning bearish because Bitcoin is being rejected there. How do you do that? Now, before we get ahead of ourselves, let us accommodate half of you guys on here, it's Bongi, Kolisa, and Carla. Let us accommodate them and show how do we actually do this trade, it going upwards. I know, okay, let me make it worthwhile for all of you. So I will actually also share what I would have done when I actually got there. So I'll speak about strategy as well. And I'll just show how to make a buy. What is this? Log in. Am I not logged in? Okay. Give me a few seconds, guys. I will show you exactly what I would do in that case. I think I'll touch on quite a bit. I'll also bring in the risk to reward, what your trading strategy should be like. Okay, I see that some people are trying to get hold of the link. Let me just get in here first. Guys, please, if you do not use 2FA as yet, please do that. I sent some coins to Coinbase, and as soon as it landed there, it was actually sent out. It's good. I actually only tied it with $200. So you can just imagine if I sent more there. So yeah. Okay. So let's go back into time. Let's say it's here. Let's get rid of these. Okay. So this is what Bitcoin did. When was this? Last week, the 9th. Obviously, it is already the 20 odd now. So I will do this. So now what we can actually see is, we see pause. We see here, it is a rally, base, a rally. Now for those of you who have the Pro, you would see that trade and you would actually come in and draw this. If you are in the Pro, if you have the Pro package and you don't know what I'm talking about now, that is a confirmation to me that you were not in your back office lately. So you would put some buy orders in here. Let me extend this. Now, remember, trading is taking money from the impatient to the patient. Not every day your trade will play out. And that is a hard lesson that you are going to learn if you are not going to basically practice patience. Now, sorry, you put in your buy orders here. Many would actually chase the knife, and so it's basically a decision that you'll have to make. So you put in some buy orders here. Let's play how it plays out in the following days. Now remember, my job is to make you trade like institutions and not retail traders. Let's pause. So now it took, let's say it's a 4-hour chart. You made it here. It took 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It took around about a day and your order was filled, right? So because here's a buy, a demand zone, which means there's a lot of buy orders. However, if the buy zone is here you would want to actually still implement your 2% stop loss. Let's say from here to here is 2%. From here to there. So it is around about at 5289. So you would want to put your stop loss there, because the next demand zone is obviously here, because here's a rally base, a rally. So you don't want it to go up until there, because from there to here, it's actually free flow, right? So I said I'm going to speak about strategy as well to make it worthwhile for those who already have Pro. So if you put in a buy order here, you measure 2% below it. You put in a buy order for here, you measure 2% below it, and you put in your stop loss. Make sure that your stop loss is below the buy zone, the demand zone, because it must first break through, so then it hits your stop loss. If your stop loss is still in here, you maybe want to consider putting it lower, because this is the resistance that keeps it up. I'm sure that we all understand this. So now your order came and it filled. So now let's play going forward. The reason why you put the stop loss here, because here it is free flow. So that spread, once your stop loss hits here, you can put your next buy here, depending on what the obviously you're not using only these demand and supply zones, but there's a 5% spread there, so you can actually save on 5% in case the market's going to go right through. So now let's play quickly. So there we see went. Okay, so here we saw another demand zone actually forming. So which means here will also be a resistance. Not sure how long it will actually hold, but let's see. So whilst it's going up, now for those, if you have the Pro package, then you, I'm positive that you are actually taking more than $20 per month from trading. It's only like 15 or less than $20 to get that software that I was speaking about. So it is for tail take profit. So which means as it goes up, you entered here, as it goes up, then it moves your stop loss along. Even though you're sleeping, it moves your stop loss up, without you having to do it manually every time. But if you don't want to spend that $20 per month and do everything, then it's also fine. Then you can just update your stop loss and your take profit, etc. So as it goes up. Now, here's also a demand zone. But now what we see here is a rally base drop. So which means here is a supply zone here. What is a supply zone? It is basically where there are more sell orders than buy orders. What is a demand zone? This is a demand zone. That is where there are more buy orders than sell orders. So we obviously put in a supply zone. So for those of you who do not short, you would just buy and meet the supply zone there, and then you would obviously get kicked out when it goes minus 2%. So let me first do that trade and then come back to how to short this. So we said we will get in at 54.035 and we'll put our stop loss at minus 2%. which is 5284. Okay. So when we go to Binance, on this side, it must be BTC USDT. Okay, let's do baby steps. When you get to Binance, go to Trade, Advanced. Okay, so now you're here. You can see BTC USDT. If it doesn't show that, click on it. There you see. So if it's different coins, if you are seeing this for the first time, then you definitely don't want to change it from BTC USDT. Just trade between those. Okay, so now buy, sell. So what did we say? We're buying in at 54, right? $54,000. $54,000. How much am I buying with? I'm buying with 100% of my money. So I buy, and then my trade will go through. It now bought my Bitcoin. So what will I do now? I will go and put my stop loss. So I click on sell after that. That is now if I finish bought my Bitcoin. But if the order still lay here and you're waiting for it to actually go through, then you must wait before you put in a stop loss. So how do you put in a stop loss? So we said we're going to put in a stop loss at 52,600, right? So let's say 52,650. Trading Bitcoin, it's put in an extra. Sorry, you should first click stop limit, right? So height on top, 52,650. Can you see I added a $50 there? I'm going to explain to you now why. So at 5,200, I obviously want to get out. So how much must it sell there? 100% of it. I click on sell. Now, what does Binance say? Binance says if the last price drops to or below 52,650, in order to sell your Bitcoin will go in for $52,000. Now, why did I not put 52? Sorry, I said 52,600. I want to get out. But then the top one, I made 52,650. So when it gets to 52,650, and then a sell order will go in for 52,600. Now, why do I do that? Because if Bitcoin drops fast and it goes to 52,650, then my sell order will trigger. But by then it's already below 52,650. Then it's 52,640, 630. So mine will go in for 52,600. So which means there are still buy orders for it. But I can be stingy and I can put this to the same sell. So it says when the last price goes to 52,600 and then a sell order for 52,600 will go in for my Bitcoin. But let's say it went fast when it reached 52,600 and then your sell order goes in, and then there's no more buy orders for 52,600, which means it will go down, and your sell order will still lay there. So protect your funds by putting a spread between it. Now you saw now how to make a buy, and you saw how to put a stop limit. Now the software that I'm speaking about, it allows you to make the trade, at the same time put in the stop loss, and at the same time take profit. So before I went and visited my friend yesterday, I made a trade, and the coin was, let's say the coin was here, and I made a trade. I wanted to get in here, and then it must, a stop loss must be here, and my take profit is here. So I made the trade. When it reached here, my buy order went through, my stop loss was there, my take profit was there. So I knew when I got back home yesterday, I'm either coming back to a trade that is still on, or if the trade is executed, then either it hit my stop loss or my take profit. So that is the convenience of it. So that is basically how you do a buy. We are recording this. You are going to get the replay. So that is basically how you do it. But now, for those of us who want to short the market, when I say short, in a bear market, you want to get in here. Let me just get my pencil. So you want to get in here and potentially ride the wave down to this, because you know there's resistance here because there's a buy zone here, right? So maybe you're not going to go hide. You don't want to go hide there. Maybe before the others, you want to already take profit here, right? But when you get in here, you can also get in there, but also put in a stop loss there of 2%, and then maybe this 5%. Let's see this trade. I think it's 8%. Okay, it's a 6%. Still worth it. So remember, let me make a new share. Your husk to reward must always be, if you're a husk equals 2%, then your reward must at least be double or more. Must be 4% or more. I'm not going to get too deep into this. I covered it here last week, and I also covered it in the training. So you cannot risk 4% to make a 2%. That doesn't make mathematically sense. So you put 2% on the line. This is your stop loss, and this is your TP. But sometimes you will risk only 1% stop loss, and then take profit is maybe 2%. 2% is still, however, some coins, remember, some altcoins, you are going to have maybe -8 your stop loss, because you expect you're doing swing trading. When it comes down, it can potentially go up to a 30%. So if that is 8, then you're potentially going to make 30% from that. So I know that changes the dynamics of it, obviously. But you always want to be actually your profit should actually be way more than your stop loss. So now you want to position yourself to trade from there coming here. So let's first see how it plays out. Okay, it played out. So it went right through that. Maybe you took profit there already. See, it went even right through this. If this goes right through, which means all the buy orders were filled here. So now, what do you guys do? You go and delete that, because all the buy orders were filled. But we'll see that it still plays a role going forward here. So let's go and see how to make that trade going from here to there. Okay, so attention. Let's go to wallets. Now, I prefer Binance to do to short the market or do my leverage trading. So you can basically choose any which one that you want. So what will you do is you'll come here to transfer. You'll go there to transfer from fiat spot because your funds are in spot, eh? Then you click here to Coin M Futures. Now here, if I'm going to send Cardano ADA, let's say I'm going to send 100. I've got some there already. It doesn't cost you anything. Confirm. You could have sent Bitcoin as well, guys, eh? So I'm just sending this because I have that there. But if you want to transfer, you just want to trade Bitcoin, you want to short Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin were to, so BTC, then you can put in the amount of Bitcoin. Must send it to COS M Futures X. So now my Bitcoin is transferred or my other coin is transferred. So now I need to go to that market. So remember, when you trade, you actually trade here. This is spot trading when you come to advanced. So if you're just getting started with trading, do not go and short the market. First trade upwards. We started out trading in bull markets only, and then we actually got the hang of it and then went short as well. However, if you got into the pro package, then there's enough education to actually, so you can make informed decisions. Then you can start shorting as well. So now what do? Is you go to derivatives. You see there, derivatives, not trade, derivatives, Coin M Futures. Now, what is important is the leverage that you will choose. Now, if you did this now for the first time, you click on derivatives, Binance will give you a video that you must watch, and it will give you a survey after that. So you must answer the questions based on the video they just played to you, because they want to make you understand that this is futures. This is not sub A anymore. It's high school anymore. It's tertiary education. So you need to be responsible. So because you have something called the 10x or isolated or cross trading. So I would advise you to keep it on isolated for in the beginning, because you only trade the funds that are here, and this is what you leverage. So there is times 10. So if you're trading with one Bitcoin, right, and you leverage now, you say Bitcoin is going to go up in value. And now Bitcoin goes up in value from 4.7. It goes up 10% to 5.3. If you made it times 10, guys, I need you to be super focused now. You're trading with one Bitcoin, but your leverage is on times 10. Do not go and say, I said you must do it on times 10. You must actually do it on times 1. But let's say, I just want to explain to you what the risk is when it comes to leveraging. So you times 10, so which means you're trading, it's like you're trading with 10 Bitcoins. So now, let's say you said you bought, which means you buy, you say that the market is going to go up. Let me just change this color. You said you buy, so which means you say the market is going to go up. And now, let's change it back to black. And now the market goes up 4%. So which means you will write 4%. So you had 1 Bitcoin and you made 4% now. So how much are you going to have actually left? So which means 1 times 10. So it is obviously the 4% that you have made, but it's 10 Bitcoins that you are trading with because you said times 10. So which means it's 1 times the leverage that you are trading with times the percentage. So which means you make 40%. So now you won't have 1 Bitcoin anymore, but you'll have 1.4. 1.4. That is because it went in the right direction that you said it's going to go. But let's take it the other way around. Text. You have 1 Bitcoin. You leverage it times 10. So which means you're trading with 10 Bitcoins. And now you also say that Bitcoin is going to go up. So which means you are buying. You are going long, others would say. You're going long. And now someone's trying to get hold of me, but yeah. Okay, so you say it's going to go up. Okay, not this. However, the market goes down. So now it goes down 10%. Remember, you traded by 10x net. You only have 1 Bitcoin. So now the market goes down by 10%. So what happens now? What do you have left? Text black. So you had 1 Bitcoin. So it's 1 Bitcoin times, let me put it in brackets. It's the percent, the leverage that you put in, the leverage times the amount that you have lost, because you said it's going to go up and now it went down, times minus 10. And we all know minus 10 times 10 equals to 100. 100%. Remember, it's minus 10%. So let me just write this out fully so you can actually understand. So it's your 1 Bitcoin that you had, and now you lost this. So which means this plus isn't a plus because you lost, so it minus 100%. And 1 minus 100% is 0. And that is how you actually liquidate your account. Even though you had 1 Bitcoin and it only went down 10%. If you said leverage times 5, then it would have been 50% because it's 5 times this specific 10% here that it went in the opposite direction that you said. So that is why I say, guys, when you see people putting results in the group, they're making 300%, they're making 400%, they're making 600%. That is when they are trading with $10, $20, and $30. Now you go and sell your car and want to trade with a few $1,000s, and you liquidate your account just like that, because they don't share their liquidations in the group, only the profits. So then, just like that, you lose your money. So that is why I say, so when I put in, you will see there, you'll see it's either ×3 or ×2. When you're getting started, I have a lot of people contacting me and telling me they have liquidated their account, and I don't feel sorry for you, because I did not teach to do ×50, ×100, and that is the unfortunate reality. I'll say whatever the amount is that you are having, your amount, let's say it's 10. When you are shorting, do it ×1 for now. Get the hang of it. I'm not saying never go to ×10, because you're gonna get there. Sometimes, like the trade I gave you guys, we made 40%. So at least 40%. So with a profit of 10% of 10% of that profits, then I'll go in a leverage ×10. But with my hard-earned money, I leverage ×1. So what do you do? How do you do it when you leverage ×1? Quickly share again. Guys, can someone in the trading group, can you share the link there again? Because people seem like they can't find it. The one I shared there this morning. I sent it to your emails and to the trading group. Okay, so remember we went to derivatives. Thanks, Onke, for doing that. We went to derivatives. We went to coin and futures. Leave it isolated. It says ×10. Don't let them provoke you to go to 10. Confirm. So it's ×1. So let's go back to trading view. We said we're going to get in here and we're going to get out there. So we get in at, let's say, 61,200, and our take profit is at 57,800. So remember, Carla, this is now something different to we bought going up, but now we short the market from here going down. Okay, so we short the market from here. Okay, no, it's that one. It's that one. 61,200 to 57, let's say 57,800. So what do you do now? The amount of BTC. In fact, let me do a real trade. So I'm not going to short Bitcoin, because you can see I don't have Bitcoin there. But if I were to have Bitcoin there, I would say I will short it from 61. What did we say? 61,200. I'll put the size. How much? Let's say 50%. Let's say 100% of my funds. I'm not taking consideration the percentages, the lot sizes, because I do cover that on the course. So from there, take profit. I'll take profit at 57,600. Remember, it's a different story. Now you're getting in there and you're taking profit below, so you're taking profit less. Yeah? So you have already done your analysis from there going down. You can put your stop loss. Let's say your stop loss is at 63,000 because it's 2% up. So you can say 63,000. Then you click sell, short, right? Obviously after the percentage, that is how you short the market. So you'll enter there, and then your take profit and your stop loss is in. But let's say you want to go long, which means you say that, you know what, it's going to go up. Now I'm going to choose a different coin. Coin M. ADA. This Bitcoin Cash. ADA. There we go. ADA USD. Nah? So I send some ADA here. So let's say I say, you know what? This let's say I've done my analysis here. Let's say six. As you can see, 5 of them on Cardano ADA. So I've got them in the 1 hour, 5 minutes, 4 hour. Where's the 5 seconds? Okay, but I followed around a bit here. So I was tracking it on its 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 minute. I was tracking Bitcoin as well. As you can see, a Bitcoin. So because it tends to follow. So and the great thing is that you can also do it on the seconds, like 1 second. Have you guys ever traded in seconds? That is like a worm. Let me just give you a, let's see. Where are we? Okay, let's leave that. But let's stay on this. Let's say I say, you know, my analysis says, you know what, ADA as support, has enough support on the 55. It goes against my trading rules. That's why I'm taking so long to make this trade, but it's fine. Let's say my I got like 4 confirmations that ADA is going to go up from this point on. So I'm going to go long. Then what will I do is I will come here. I will go long from 15. Let's click there. So there 15. Let's say I want to trade 10 ADAs from here. This is obviously after you've done your analysis, hey guys. You have checked that. Always check before you click this that it is on isolated. This is still on 2. In your case, please, let's get started on 1. So you know if it comes down 10%, then and you have shorted it, and then it's only 10% that you are making. If it goes against you 10%, it's only 10% that you are losing. So it's times 1. So one of the pros actually didn't even realize this, but that's why I say we all learn on a daily basis. And yeah, I'm sure that many of you have picked up something on the school. So now I'm going to trade 10 of them. I'm going to take profit. Let's say I'm going to go long. I'm going to take profit from 115 plus 10%. 1, 2, 6. Take profit at 1.26. And my stop loss 155. I'm going to take a 2% stop loss below it. So let's say it is 1.13 on that, for instance. So remember, I am expecting it to go up. So I'll click on buy long. So now what happens? There you can see. There the trade is live. Bought long. It's isolated, so which means only trading this funds right here. Liquidation price is 0.58. So if this coin were to go right down to 0.58, I would be liquidated and I wouldn't have any money. That would mean that it went down 50%. But my stop loss will prohibit it from going that far. But if you now made there your leverage, made it times 10, you would see my liquidation price is around about $1 and something. So if my, let's say 90 cents, if my liquidation is here, it's way too risky to liquidate my $10 or my 10 ADAs. So the higher your leverage, the closer your liquidation value. So I'm going to put in another 10. And bring this up to 20. Then you'll see my liquidation price actually moves up. Confirm. You see, I'm only doing this to show you guys basically, but this is not, I don't normally do this unless it's with my profits. And yeah, so it went up by 3%, 5%. Wow, so ADA is on the move. Okay, so I put in another 10. Let's say, remember what I said. You first go in with in the training. You first go in with a certain percentage, but now let's say you have confidence. You say, oh, it's actually going into the high direction. So now I'm putting another 10 times 20. Remember, my liquidation price is 0.58 now. Ne? You'll see now the difference where it actually is. In fact, let me quickly also show you this. It's not so but important, but people like to flex. They like to show off, and they show off their percentages. So now you can see that I'm 10% up, right? Futures. Position. Now I go and put in the group. If you can see there, it's 11 point something percent, 11.5%. Now I'm only trading with $10. So that's like $1 that I made. But now you think, wow, if these people can make 11%, 20%, 400%, let me sell my television or my laptop or use my provident fund. And then you hit your liquidation within seconds and lose that money. So it's important to actually take that into consideration. We were joking about something. One of these guys saw all of the big percentages. He's fortunately not in our group. And he, on his side, he just put in $1,000. He did the same and he liquidated within a few minutes. And then he sent a message in the group, hi guys, I just lost $1,000. Who do I speak to get it back? Nobody's gonna give your money back. So it's important to actually take it into consideration. So you'll see now what the difference this times 20 actually does. I'm going to go in with another 10 and buy long. Remember it wasn't 5.8, hey? You see where my did it go through? Okay, oh, the first one was there. But if I did not have like the first one, you would see that my liquidation would actually move up from 0.58 to around about 60 even. or if not 70 or 80, 0.70 cents. So the higher your, you see there, I know, your the higher your leverage, the nearer your liquidation levels are. So please be careful of that. Are there any questions on that? Any questions?
Lucian, Gordon, you mentioned about the software package. Were you referring to TradingView?
No, I am actually referring to 3Commerce, where you connect different exchanges. Let's say you have money on Binance, you have money on different exchanges, but you can trade on 3Commerce and actually connect them to your 3Commerce. So I won't physically do it on Binance like I did it now. I'll go on 3Commerce because I know I can make a buy, put in my stop loss and my take profit, and I can walk away. I knew that this will interest you because you value time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually,
No, especially I think the important thing is that trailing stop loss. You know, if that's going to be done automatically, then that saves you one hell of a lot of time. So
oh yes,
I really like that.
oh yes, trailing stop loss and trailing take profit. In fact, let me after this call, then I will actually walk you through, or in the morning.
Thank you, Lucy. Rather in the morning, I've got another Zoom call at 2 a.m. my time. So I'm going to go back to bed for an hour quickly and then wake up again at 1:30.